Sea bass, sea bass, do you see a sea bass? Sea bass, oh sea bass. In terms of flavor, it gets a pass. Yeah. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka a guy who had fish for dinner. But it wasn't sea bass. It was shad. Today's subject, straight from the archives, Justice League of America, issue 103. And actually kind of historic issue, for a lot of reasons. I'm not even going to mention spoilers for this one, because, it's from 1972. That's an original printing, too. You know how I know how old it is? In the first page, it has it as a commercial, an advertisement for a BB gun. You ain't gonna see those anymore. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah, typical issue, like a witch supposedly curses the Justice League to die, and the Phantom Stranger tells them, hey yo, it's me, it's your boy, Strange Phantom, Phantom Stranger, Judas of Iscariot. Other origins that I have more origins than you will ever imagine because I'm the Phantom Stranger and it's just great. Yeah, he warns them about it, and then they go to this small town where they're having a Halloween parade. Yeah, just a big old fun little Halloween parade. But wouldn't you know, it wasn't a witch who cursed the Justice League. It was Felix Faust! Yes, that guy who's like a big name villain for the Justice League in general. But they never really adapted him for live action in anything. Is that weird? Animation for sure, but not so much live action. Why is there no Felix Faust in the Arrowverse? Was there a Felix Faust in the Arrowverse? There should have been. Yeah, and it's like one of those classic stories where like the people in town wearing costumes get like possessed by demons, and they would get like, the powers based on the costume they were wearing. The person in a Supergirl costume but gets powers of Supergirl. Person in a frickin' Flash costume gets to move at super speed. And a person dressed up as American Commando, Commando America, gets the abilities of a super soldier and a shield that he can throw like a flying disc. I swear to God, he's Commando America. They barely changed the costume at all. Borderline copyright infringement. And then I think after him, they even had Thor, and not just traditional Norse mythology Thor, straight, obviously Marvel Comics Thor, with the like buttons on the suit and everything. And a Spider-Man. There's also a Spider-Man in this book. So unambiguously Spider-Man, they didn't even reverse the colors. How did they get away with this? Dear God, was there a lawsuit? I feel there had to be a lawsuit. Oh man. Ridiculous. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Phantom Stranger has to like let them all like seemingly die. But in the end, in reality, he's taking like 6 personal possessions from them without asking because reasons. Fun fact about the Phantom Stranger's powers, there's a bunch of confusing rules, and one of them is indirect. Like, he has to work indirectly. He can't tell people the exact solution. He can't give the direct solution. He needs to move people and can only alter things just slightly. It's so annoying. Yeah. He saves the day. Felix Faust steals a car, but then gets arrested because his car had a bad muffler. This is canon. And then at the end, the Justice League invite him to be a member of the team. Yeah, an official member. But then he disappears mysteriously. disappearance of the Phantom Stranger. Oh, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. He's gone! Oh, I better learn how to play. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah, I love Hall & Oates. Yeah, for a 1970s comic, I rate that a good classic 870,000 out of a million hamburgers. Pretty good, albeit a little silly. Even for the time. And also just those really obvious cameos. Yeah, it was also kind of a weird, like, it's part of that weird era of the Justice League where they were starting to introduce, like, character infighting. Like, for whatever reason, Hawkman and Green Arrow had beef. Hawkman was just giving Green Arrow shit for some reason. I don't know why. It was weird, and not even Hawkman knows. Unrequited feelings, Hawkman? Yeah. There's a new slash fic, folks. Hawkman x Green Arrow. Yeah. But, you know, solid book. Yeah. It's nice looking back into it's always nice to look back in time, reading my books. Yeah. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. And donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabbopotamus, and death to Kronos. Get your lamb while it's cheap, folks. The 2 cuts I saw today were at $15 and $20. Yeah. Tariffs are a bitch. Have a night, folks.